ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind: helpless.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mills. That is caught at the 7. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he's probably throwing here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
New England's offense set to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Harris.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well, as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills.
He finds his man, complete.
It's Parker. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big play there for New England. 49 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Damian Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
163 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for New England, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee.